The Woman Pride project consists of training, making, and distribution of reusable menstrual pads using the locally available materials to elevate education barriers faced by adolescent girls in primary schools and vulnerable women in surrounding communities. This project is a brainchild of Timely God-led Club, which is founded by Pastors Emmanuel and Brenda Binaisa.
As you can see, everyone is busy. This is the Woman Pride project, where we are training right now. As you see, people are busy training. We are learning on how to make the reusable sanitary pads, how to make uniforms for the school-going children, and this team is so committed to making it, so committed to see that the girl child finds support to be assisted in day-to-day issues. The ladies and the people with disabilities in the community, that they do not struggle to survive throughout day-to-day. So this is how we do it. Girls and boys have all combined efforts to see that we do this. Others are seated on the tailoring machines. You can see this is how we do it. So my name is Pastor Emmanuel Binaisa. They are also teaching me how to do it. I'm learning by seeing. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. May God bless you so much.
My name is Brenda Emmanuel. My profession is a qualified medical personnel. We are happy to introduce to you our group of the Women Pride Project from the Timely God-led Club. We are here making reusable sanitary pads for girls and women. We are here empowering every person, girls, men, as you can see, and the boys, to do this. I know menstruation is a pride for a woman, and I know it is everybody exists because of menstruation. Everyone is here busy. Some are cutting, others are sewing. We are trying to see that this pride of a woman is put to success. The one that was considered to be a taboo is no longer taboo. So that's why we are proud of talking about it and making this in public. Thank you. We are here as a Women Pride Project from a Timely God-led Club. And we want to call upon all our supporters. We want to see that this, the Women Pride Project, supports everyone. We want to call upon all our supporters, those who can support us in this cause of menstruation, because it has really led girls to drop out of school, and we want to see that they complete their education. We want to call upon everyone, our supporters, those who are there and you're admiring this practical work. Please, we call upon your help. Thank you so much.
Concerning these pads, we reached to these people. When we looked at these people with disabilities, they could not go to buy the usual or daily pads that they can dispose of after use. So we decided that since these people are like that, let's do something. We made these pads that a person can use, and after use, she washes it and reuses it the next time. The pad can be used for 1.5 years. According to the situation that we are in, people have no money and they are lame, others have no legs, and the disabled gave birth to children. So these children cannot have joy or freedom if they are to be in such a situation and get into her periods and cannot pad herself very well. She cannot attend class, she feels guilty, and feels ashamed. That's why we came up with an idea of making these pads to help them.
These pads we distribute to the people. They are reusable with a guarantee of 18 months. You take this pad, you give it to someone, and this person is going to use it for another next 18 months, knowing that the situations in their houses are not so favorable. And if somebody cannot afford food, cannot afford a meal, cannot afford house rent, how can they afford reusable sanitary pads? Our girl child is really suffering. Some of them are dropping out of school just because of this issue. So the Timely God-led Club will come up with a group of volunteers to see that we can develop it ourselves. We do the sewing, the making of these reusable sanitary pads ourselves. We use a team of volunteers, those who are willing to participate, those who are willing to contribute to the society, to see that we develop this, and after developing it, we give it out. And what we need more materials, we need more equipments to produce this reusable pad so that we can reach even a larger community in our society. And whatever you do to the poor, know this, you are lending it to God, and the God you are lending it to will pay you back at a time you least expect.
This Human Pride project, we came up with it after the government allowing us to start using the reusable sanitary pads. Before, menstruation was regarded as a problem, a taboo, a curse culturally in Uganda. But I think after the government revising everything, it's so that this is a woman's pride, and every one of us lives because of menstruation. Yeah. Hey, out of menstruation, a human being is produced out of menstruation. So it's opened up like the rules that we no longer now have menstruation to be like a curse. It is no longer taboo. We need to come out, speak openly about it, tell people about menstruation and how good it is. Yeah.
Instead of what was the case for women before the government?
And before 2012, what did y'all have to do?
So during the time that before the government brought up this, allowing us to do the reusable sanitary pads, women used to be behind in the rooms. Like when you're going your menstruation period, they have to keep you in the room until when you finish your days of menstruation. If it takes a week, you have to be there in a week. Right. If it takes a few days, you have to be inside the room for 4 days. And you were not supposed to serve food. They regarded you as you dirty, you nasty, you know. So after that, the government realized it was really traumatizing women and girls, and it came up with a solution. Like, let us talk about menstruation openly to reduce the trauma of girls and women in our community.
That's right. Good job.
When we are training people in the community on making reusable sanitary pads, we don't usually train them on sewing machines. So we train them using hands. So we make handmade sanitary pads. And before we hadn't gotten the raincoat, we're using baby mat. You see the baby mat is here. So the arrangement is like this. When you have your fleece on top, here, you put the cotton absorbing material, you put a baby mat, and then another cloth to hold the baby mat in position, and you sew them together.
Nice.
All right.
So Bridget, tell the audience how long they last.
Yeah, when you make these sanitary pads in good material, like you see this material here, it has a fleece, it has a raincoat, and inside it has also a cotton absorbing material. This pad lasts for 18 months, nearly a year. When someone is happy, you know,
reusable, yeah.
These are reusable sanitary pads. People in communities, people don't have money to buy pads every month as they are throwing. So we came up with this idea, which takes 1 year and 8 months. Thank you.
Bridget has designed these so that they're reusable. They save the economy, they're green. She's also training members of the community how to hand sew them so they can duplicate these for all the women. It's called Women Pride Project, and it was invented and facilitated by Pastor Binaisa here at Righteous of God,
or Timely Led God Club.
Ministries, Timely God-led Club.
Yeah.
Is that right? Timely God-led.
So this has caused, how has this changed the community with the young girls?
Yeah, thank you so much. This has really changed the girls in the community. Like someone can sit and make her own pad, first of all, can even make for the siblings. The mothers, sometimes there's a where we went and gave the reusables to school girls. When they went home, the parents had to share the same pads with the children, which was looking awkward, you know.
Right.
The mothers need the pads, the girls need the pads. So teaching them the skill has really changed the families. Like each one depends. You can sit and make your own.
And you're saying that girls were stopping school at primary 5.
Yeah. Girls, like when you find girls start many at lower primary. As they go on growing, reaching primary 5, menstruation begins, they have nothing to use. Parents cannot afford to buy these sanitary pads every month. So you find them absenting. They absent month 1, 2, 3, and later on they drop out of school. You find that the attendance of girls in a class is really down than the attendance of the boys. So having this skill has really helped them, and the enrollment in schools, the girls has increased, and absenteeism has reduced greatly.